Marketing Strategy for Authors. Written by Tao Wong. Narrated by Shannon Thompson. Growth Share Matrix for Writing. The Growth Share Matrix for Writing raises the concept of different points your portfolio of books might be at, how you want to view them, how you want to adjust your time and financial spend across multiple genres. When thinking about my own writing for the next year, I started by looking at the Boston consulting group, BCG Matrix. For those that don't know, this is what it looks like. This matrix can be found in the companion PDF to this audiobook. Basically, the idea is that you split your business units, brands, or whatever you have along those lines. It's useful if, for example, you had multiple series, like I do, where you needed to divert resources to. In other words, your writing time and working capital, and decide what to do. In my case, my star would be 𝗠𝗿𝗶𝗴𝘆. The system apocalypse is the cash cow. The question mark is Adventures on Brad, and Hidden Wishes would be my dog. Of course, that doesn't line up directly, but it does kind of give you an idea of where my resources might be worth devoting to. But a series profitability and effort matrix. I think there's another variation on this that could be just as, if not more, useful. In this case, I'd alter the axis to y-axis, series profit, x-axis, effort and/or time taken to release each book. So it'd be something like this. Again, this matrix can be viewed in the companion PDF to this audiobook. In this sense, my series would change a little. For example, Cash Cow, Adventures on Brad, AOB, Stars, 𝗠𝗿𝗶𝗴𝘆 and the System Apocalypse, Dogs, Hidden Wishes, question marks, translations. AOB is easy to write, and at around 40,000 words each book, they are quick to get out. While they haven't gotten a lot of support in recent releases, I still do pull in a decent profit overall because they're now at 6 books out. Whereas Hidden Wishes, at only 60,000 words, is a pain to write. Seriously, it takes me as long to write a Hidden Wishes book as a 𝗠𝗿𝗶𝗴𝘆 or System Apocalypse. Just note, the use of this matrix is only useful if you have more than 1 or 2 series. Without those series, or potentially product types if you write novels and shorts as an example, it is not as useful. Some things to note. There's something to be said about defining profit and what timeline you are using to define it in. As a self-pub author, you have the entirety of your career for a book to make a profit. Depending on country, it could be up to 70 years after your passing, while in other countries it could be shorter. When we decide to cut off that timeline is a good question. This matrix is only useful if you are like me and can decide to some extent what to write. I know some writers who can only write what their muse tells them. I know others who have to finish the story they start, which really, I recommend most people do. Again, this is another discussion, but if you don't, or can't choose what to write, making calculations of what series to write is kind of useless. Be careful of how you define effort versus time. For me, I'm using both the amount of time it took, days, weeks, months, and how emotionally drained it made me. Lastly, you aren't comparing like to like. Series might not have the same author of books. They might not be hitting the same genre. They might have different price points. This is a 2-axis matrix meant to help guide thinking, not dictate it.